Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we got the assault rifle currently equipped in my character's hands. This is the 6 Sauer MCX Virtus. Apparently it's a patrol rifle. I'm looking at it on like a website. I guess I can't really show you the website. But like, the gun looks like the gun, okay? Like this is a real life gun, it's a modern gun. They call this a patrol rifle. It's a $2,000 gun in real life. That's how much that gun costs in real life. I looked this shit up. Like, I do some research, okay? But here's the assault rifle in the game. It's got nice running animations. It very much reminds me... I'm a Call of Duty guy, so it's not a real-life gun thing. But this is like the M13 from both of the new Modern Warfare games. Obviously, you got a slick little reload there. You just kind of, like, yeet the fuck out of them. Well, even it's not an empty mag, right? Actually, one round, I just yeet 29 rounds on the guy. Fuck these 29 rounds. I don't need them more. By default, it shoots the 5.56 ammunition. Which it shoots apparently in real life, so this is all accurate things. 136 rate of fire seems really high accuracy stats. The 6 Sauer website is like, you know, 500 different combinations of attachments and stuff. Let's hope not. That's a lot, but you know, hopefully there's a good amount of attachment variety. Good running animation though. I like that. Like, I guess tactical one-handed running animation. I know some of y'all hate that shit though. So I also got like real life iron sights. So this is a tiny little dot that you can't see as soon as the weapon starts recoiling. No one ever actually fires full auto. Like, you're not seeing shit. You only fire in full auto if you need to. You're like that. That's how, like, that's some realistic gunfire. The weapon model does look really nice though. The texture quality on this is fucking slick. It just weighs in at just over 100 megabytes too, so it's right in there with most assault rifle mods. I know we've covered lots of assault rifles on this channel before. It's a very popular type of firearm because it's kind of a duo kind of gun. It shoots full auto. This one currently doesn't have a semi-auto option if I remember correctly. It's kind of currently in progress as being worked on. But you can craft it for yourself at the chemistry station. What a great thing. The Valve Drift SIG MCS Virtus. I'm going to go with Virtus. But you can also craft the Gerber Ding Dong breaching hammer. This comes with the mod, okay? I know that's fucking weird as shit, but it comes with a hammer, okay? You get a breaching hammer because you're tactical as shit now, okay? You got a modern assault rifle. You got your Gerber Ding Dong. And you pop people up. This apparently weapon does knockdown, or like knocks people on their ass. So we're gonna test that out as part of the thing too. We'll get to that when we get to the thing. I guess we'll take a look at the Gerber Ding Dong. What a fucking name. But it's a hammer for now, right? Like, for all intents and purposes, uses hammer animations. Nothing crazy or fancy about this, right? I guess the third-person animations are kind of cool, and it does have that like crowbar effect on the thing. It does a cool-looking weapon, right? Like for a melee weapon, and it's just as it be kind of included as an extra in a assault rifle mod. Is kind of cool, but we'll take more look at that later. Let's take a look at the assault rifle, the main feature here of what you would want from this thing. So automatic, only thing you can do. So you can put Magpul rail covers. Okay, well, I mean, I guess so. It doesn't. I don't know like what the benefit of that is. It says low power covers for aluminum M-lock handguards. So maybe we could put handguards on there now. So the first commercially available NIR invisible laser and pressure pad. This is some high level, like, realism level shit that some of these turbo nerds get into. It's fine, gun nerds. You can be gun nerds. I'm a nerd about things too. Like, I like basketball, but like, and some people are like, basketball's dumb. Like, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but like, y'all go hard on this gun nerd shit. A dual beam aiming laser with extreme accuracy and low light and no light maneuvers. What's the pressure pad do? Like, I don't know what all that is. It seems like it's a lot on top of the gun, though. Like, it would get in the way of things. No, I guess the sight's still visible. Is it a flashlight, too? Is that the deal? No. The flashlight... What is the flashlight doing? It's definitely not coming out of the gun? Yeah. It's a laser sight in low light scenarios. I mean, I guess so. It's not a very bright flashlight or a laser sight. It's fine. This is what it is. Okay, it's a laser sight with a pressure pad. I don't know what the pressure pad fucking does. Okay, but there's also, like, this is the green laser. We'll look at that in a second though. So we have all different kinds of stocks. These do look really very much like modern military attachments and stuff because it's very much like the stuff from Call of Duty. Like, different names in Call of Duty, obviously, because Call of Duty is the one that get the shit copyrighted. But none of this seems to change any of the stats of the weapon. Now we don't know what that actually does, but it's probably just for, like, mostly cosmetic differences, right? You could imagine, like, maybe the end one here, you're like, maybe this reduces the recoil the most, I guess. Standard 10-inch barrel, you can make it a 14-inch barrel if you really just want to fucking... At least that increases range like it should. And then TACOS makes it shorter. But it's a integrally suppressed barrel? And then we have a lower rail. Holy shit. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this game? Okay, so we have our integrally suppressed barrel now. Iron sight still. We're working on that. That doesn't sound suppressed to me. I'm just putting it out there. It doesn't say suppressed. It said suppressed. That was a recoil check. It's still kicking like a lot. I don't know if the stock is doing anything. That's what a stock is good for, right? Isn't it? Like I'm like I don't know about guns, but you guys can let me know. But like a stock would cushion more the recoil. You know, maybe. Okay, so we have to go like. So TACOS rail. We have a totally different upper rail. Integrated infrared and visible aiming laser. Like, do we have an aiming laser with this thing? I don't know what we're doing. There's a lot of stuff here. They're doing a lot. So we can put grips on here now on the bottom. We could do that before maybe too, but we don't know. We're not that deep. So we have like is this an aim down sight laser? No, I mean it kind of is for all. I mean, like it's just a laser on top still. We just have a different type of top laser because a different barrel's not compatible with certain things. Like they're supposed to make weapons all different, you know. A charging handle. Ambidextrous. Helps react gas while suppressed. Sure, but it doesn't seem like most of this stuff isn't doing anything. So we have all these ammunition types. This is a hybrid design including a hardened steel fed lip assembly molded into a proprietary polymer body with aggressive surface texturing. Like that sounds like it does a lot. And it obviously has this special 300 black ammunition. The unfortunate thing about that is that you can't craft that. It doesn't come with the weapon by default. It does do the most damage, though. I remember the 300 black is supposed to be, like, quiet. But maybe not. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. MPA. What is MP? Like, so it's a PMAG? For gold stain. Like, it's got, like, the little, like, grip thing on there. Is this, like, a different reload? Let's just put the standard MPA mag on there for now. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we have to put a suppressor on there. This barrel allows the suppressors though, like some shit, right, man? Like, cause like all these things, where does my barrel even go? We can change the material of the gun. That's nifty. I mean, this tan black doesn't look tan or black, I guess. I mean, it looks mostly black anyway. I guess it's because of the barrel. Like, there's a lot of things going on here. Can we just put like a little lightweight stock on there? Because if it doesn't make a difference, does that do anything? Okay, so we like, where's my barrel go? Muzzle. It's a muzzle. No, the muzzle is the suppressors on the barrel. And then a pistol grip, which anti-slip texturing with storage core capacity and mission adaptable pistol grip with inner storage. So like, what are you storing in your pistol grip? It's a better. This is Daniel defense. It's a better grip. It looks different, and I'm sure. So like what I'm saying with all this stuff, with all of this stuff, is that can I not change the barrel back? I don't see the barrel anymore. I lose shit. It's a handguard. Okay, so 14. Like put a 14-inch barrel back on there. Now we're doing all kinds of weird shit. We lost our things. Our pistol grip stayed the same, thankfully. Our magazine stayed the same. We have the long-range barrel. I'm sure this is all real-life thing. A 14-inch barrel is longer than a 10-inch barrel. It would have longer range. That reload is different. We don't like pull the mag off. We like. I'm trying to kind of see in third person. Sorry for my burp there, but like, you like grab it and then like hold on to it actually. So if you want to be like less or look less wasteful of ammunition, obviously it doesn't actually waste ammunition in the game because it's a video game. But this is a gun that's doing a lot of realism things, I guess. Like, and I'm not even excited about getting into all of this. This is a lot. How many sights do we have? Too many. So a close quarter solution offered incredibly fast holographic up with 3 times mag. So like this is like magnifiers up, magnifiers down. You can't like because hybrid scopes don't work in Fallout. It's essentially hybrid scopes, but you just pick which one you want on, and you can't switch between them on the fly. You can put like a red dot on that. That seems like really fucking high. But I don't know anything about actual guns, and this gun seems to know about things about actual guns. So I could put the laser back on top. I could turn the laser sight off and on into a beam or a dot. So only dot, I guess, and then put the foregrip on there. That should make the weapon have more accuracy. That's all it's doing. I mean, but like, and they're differently shaped, and I'm sure that kind of feels different depending on how you're actually using the gun. I just want to see. I'm gonna put a big fat one on there, and I put the Daniel defense pistol grip on there. So like, I'm coordinating. I'm buying all my gun parts from the same gun. Fucking gun nerds. Anyway, flashlight, right? Flashlight. No pressure pads. I don't, maybe not. I don't know why. What are we putting pressure pads on for? What do the pressure pads do? Something about pressure, right? So we can put muzzle brakes. We can still put a suppressor on this longer barrel anyway. And it does not lose any range. That's kind of cool because, you know, a lot of suppressors like to do that in video games and stuff. But there's like 500 different fucking varieties. And I am sure it means something to you gun nerds out there. That's such a high reflex. And it's a very tiny dot. So the dot is the laser, or the laser is only a dot, right? I can only see the dot part. And it is wobbling around, which I'm sure is realistic. Okay, I'm not judging the realism of the gun. The fucking stock is so, or the sight is so mounted so high. I mean, obviously you calibrate it to 0 and then it just shoots where you point the dot regardless. But like, it's just, this is like a lot of, I mean, I guess it makes the weapon effectively lower when you're aiming it too. So it's more out of your way. It just seems weird. I don't know. That's a weird sight. Am I holding the grip? I am not holding the grip. Not really. Okay, like I'm not like, I don't know, I mean, because I don't really know. I've never shot an assault rifle. It's a turbo nerd gun, okay? I know some of y'all are going to judge me for that, but like, y'all are turbo. Some of y'all, not everybody, some of y'all are turbo nerds. Because like a lot of these things don't change too much. Like it's a personal preference. There's all kinds of sights. And, you know, so like, I don't know the benefits of an L5 AWM MPA stock versus a standard MPA stock. Like, I'll throw it on there, I guess, though. The damage doesn't change. The numbers don't go burr, right? Like, I could put the rail covers on there, but what does that do? It makes it so dust doesn't get in the weapon, right? That's the idea, I guess. I don't have any clue. The laser sight's on, and it's just a dot. We can make it just a beam, I guess, just to see, just to compare the differences. Let's put, like, a different grip on there to see if we, like, actually hold that one. Because, like, some of these look like a lot more forward. Like, that looks like something that you'd actually have to hold. Okay, we have a flashlight on. We have to check the flashlight. We should put a suppressor on there. Which one? Who fucking knows, man? I don't. Now, I'm not like judging this. This is a mini suppressor. Sure. Because it's just because it's cute, I guess. I don't know. Like you can, and then you can do the material swap and all these things. Like this is the one where you can actually see the thing. So the weapon by now is gray, I guess what they consider. You can make it all black. You can make it brown, green, or tan. Now the tan looks very like brown, but you can do the combination of colors. It's cool that these colors exist. I probably would make it black. I like the default gray though. That does look nice, but I'd probably make it black, right? I'd have it black and I'd do that stuff, right? So I have a black, big, long scope. I'm sure that's what that scope looks like in real life. Suppress still sounds nice. Sounds like what I remember the gun sounding like, because it does sound like the M13 from Call of Duty, like I said. And I always like, usually for some reason, have that gun suppressed. Are we holding that grip? I mean, I guess you could say we're holding the grip. And I guess, I mean, we got a really big handle now. The magazine difference is like, I guess it looks different. There's a lot to this that certain people are going to get a lot out of. And I think if you're like me, you're not going to get as much out of it. You're going to have to like click on all these sites and be like, is this a good one? Is this hollow sight a good site? Is this magazine any different? Obviously, you probably want to go with the 300 black ammunition because it's a different ammunition, but you know how to find that and stuff, right? So it's like completely different stuff, different looking magazines. We have that big old charging handle you can see on the back that it's got like, it's way longer and stuff, I guess, to make it easier to grab and pull or whatever. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that, and I think most of these things don't do anything, like functionally things, right? Like all these grips give you the same accuracy. You take the grip off, you lose one accuracy. But you can put any of these grips on here. Your character doesn't hold the weapon any different. It doesn't change anything functionally about the weapon. Like, it's a stubby grip, right? Maybe that reduces, you'd think it would reduce recoil. So now we have just a beam. Or we're supposed to have just a beam. We still kind of have a dot. And the flashlight is definitely not coming out of the gun. So like, do I have to turn the flashlight on? Am I fucking this up? Like, it's one of those weird things that I just don't... When you do too much, like this, I think this gun does do too much, okay? Laser sight is on. Just beam. Can I beam? Only beam, okay? Only beam. Why is my flashlight not flashlighting? It's a flashlight. There's a flashlight attachment on there, right? Is that a flashlight? Is that a laser sight? Enforce WML. I don't know what the fuck a WML is. A reliable, precise, rapid targeting and ranging platform? Okay. Okay, dude. Like, I'm just going to put the other flashlight on, see if that helps. No, it's definitely not coming out of the gun. Definitely some bugs with that. It's a hollow sight. It looks like a hollow sight. It's fine. Like, clear enough to read. Like, but like, not that there's anything wrong with this gun. I really want to make sure that everybody understands. I do not think there's anything in particular wrong with this weapon, right? It's a good weapon. It functions well. It shoots well. I'm sure it's going to kill the shit out of things. It's just one of those turbo node gun things that, like, unless you really know stuff about real life guns, most of the stuff isn't gonna mean that much to you. It's an automatic weapon. Which sight looks good? That's the things you gotta pick. Like, not has nothing to do with anything else. Which magazine, I guess, looks good, because we have to have like cosmetic variety magazines, which besides the 300 black rounds, but like they just look different, right? Looking different charging handles don't change the function of the weapon. The flashlight doesn't work at all, which is kind of lame, right? Like, the grips of all different kinds of varieties that look different but don't really do anything. The flashlight doesn't work, right? Like, and you got like all different kinds of suppressors and muzzle brakes, but they function the same. Like, the stats of the weapon don't change. They don't reduce recoil. They don't actually change anything. The pistol grips that look different but don't actually do anything. They say they store things. What relevance does that have to Fallout? Like, I'm sure some gun nerd is getting his juices going just thinking about all this fucking shit. But like, to me, it's just like, is fine. Like, put the biggest, longest barrel in there. It at least gives you range, right? Like, sure, you could do the TAC ops thing. That's kind of interesting. I think the TAC ops thing is kind of interesting because it's got a different style of suppressor. But does that change anything? No. The weapon still has shitty-ass range. Like, you lose a lot of range for this kind of thing, right? Like, so you could just put a big, long barrel on there. Where's my muzzle? Yeah. I can't get range back. Like, these cool integrated suppressors, I mean, we'll put one on there just for the sake and purposes of doing so. But I don't think it's going to sound different. Still sounds suppressed. Still pretty much functionally the same weapon. That black's got some weird color toning on it. It just looks like it's like changing colors. Like it's like oily color look. I don't know. Anyway, you want to, like, I'm trying to think here. You pick the sight you want to pick. You want to magnify it. You don't want to magnify it. You want the optic that looks good to your. Oh, that's 8 times, I guess, because the AT. That's what I'm gonna go with here. It's an AT mag, but you gotta find this stuff here too. Okay, so like this is the right rail, the muzzle. Okay, so I don't want that. I want the longest barrel, because there's no reason not to use a long barrel. Okay, I'm gonna make the weapon gray because I like that look of it. Okay, long barrel, skeleton stock. You can make it do more damage or less damage. I think it's gonna probably be fine at 90, with a really high fire rate that it does have. But like, you could put the suppressor on there. Any of these suppressors. I mean, it's a compensator. This is a compensator. This is a suppressor. This is also a suppressor. This is also a suppressor. Do any of these suppressors change the way you play Fallout 4 when you equip them? No, they don't. They don't actually. They don't fucking do anything. And I'm just they look different, I guess. That's the it of it. And it's just like, I'll put that one on there. It's cool. Look, I put a suppressor on there. The flashlights don't work. That's annoying, because like that's actually something that's supposed to functionally, be a feature. You can put any of these grips on. They all give you one accuracy stat, and whatever one you think looks the coolest, I guess. Your character doesn't hold it by the grip, doesn't change anything. You can put a laser sight on there if you want to. That's personal preference, I guess, right? Like, put some rail covers on there because you said you did. You changed the charging handle because you say you did. You changed the magazine to this one because you say you did. Right? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that just to say you did. It's not an 8-time scope. It's an AT scope. It's just a really fucking big-ass hollow sight. That looks like some future warfare shit. I'm like trying to compensate the recoil. I went way too far down with it. It does some things. It's a cool gun. And I'm sure this gun is going to slap fucking hard when I go shoot some things with it. Because it's just a full auto gun that is fun to use, right? But it's got a lot. How many sights do we have? How many sights do we have? Too many. I think I'm just going to go with a Unity EOTech. Just a regular EOTech sight. It's like a regular hollow sight. It should look just cool, right? It should just be like a sight. That's good enough. It does a sight. I can shoot things. Just put the target on the thing and I shoot and the trigger go burr. I have the flashlight on. It doesn't do anything, right? The flashlight just is still the Pip-Boy flashlight, but the laser sight's there. The laser sight lines up with the sight. That's kind of cool, and at least that functions at that level. My grip is okay. I mean, all these things are okay. You got to change color changing stuff. It just is a lot. It's a lot of attachments and don't do anything. But look at that. That's effective. You're just gonna shoot things. The target's gonna go burr. Obviously, we're gonna go shoot some things that are shooting us back or trying to attack us and stuff. That reload animation is really nice, I think. Right? Look, you put the safety on when you fucking pull it away. You actually pull the charging handle, which changes some things, right? And you have to put the safety on. That is obviously slow for the sake of showing something flashy, and that it does look very cool, though. All these animations are really slick. The running animation is slick, right? I think, obviously, some people don't like the tactical kind of looking nature of it. The sights look very good. The texture quality on everything is amazing. This gun is going to make you feel like you're in fucking real life, okay? But a lot of the attachments just don't have functional value. They're just there to be like, so gun nuts get excited. We're really, the mountain scope's really fucking high on this weapon. It just looks weird to me. My gun feels really low. Anyway, We're gonna get to test it out in some combat though. We are gonna do that because is the gun like go burr, shoot the mans and they die. We'll see. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, everybody. Here we are pulling up onto some combat with my SIG MCX Virtus. It's such a weird thing to say. I think of the M13 though. Now, as much as I've kind of expressed some frustration in this video because it's just got a lot of unnecessary attachments, I still think as we go into combat here, this weapon is going to function very well, right? I'm just not a big fan of things that don't do anything. Like, if it doesn't change the stats of the weapon, if it doesn't make the weapon actually feel better or worse to use, what's the point? Like, I guess customization is the point, is maybe the argument there, but like, it's just a lot. But, no, you're definitely deader than me, okay? Did you see that man trying to tell me I was dead? Trying to tell me I was dead. Can we spawn another one in here? Dude. I mean, we're even hip firing. The laser sight at least functions. A reminder, the flashlight is not doing flashlight things that you'd want it to do. Like, you know, come out of the gun. I believe I had the flashlight on there anyway. Hello. I mean, it is a very functional gun. The reload is nice, and these animations are all super high quality too, right? Like, if you're looking for a high quality assault rifle, this is still a good mod for you. I definitely still recommend this, right? I'm not beefing with the fundamentals of the gun. I'm just saying, like, I just don't like, especially because me as a mod reviewer, I have to go over all these attachments to see what stuff they do, to see how the gun functions and stuff, and they don't actually add function. Hey, stop. Like, one shot that red rush. So these reloads, these running animations, this put away animation, all these animations, the pull out animation, clean, right? All this shit's clean as fuck. Looks really good. The sights are really clean. High texture quality on all the attachments. The weapon looks very good. All this stuff is nice. It functions very well, right? Like, that shit's just killing the shit out of things. We'll do the third person way. We'll throw some VATs in there. You know, but like, it functions like an assault rifle does. There's plenty of assault rifle mods. You know, I've covered over 1,000 mods of Fallout 4 by this point. I forget exactly how many, but a lot already by this point, right? And, you know, this one is cool. It's definitely good. It's got a very nice looking weapon, right? Like, the texture quality and animations are some of the highest I've seen on one of these assault rifle mods. But it is a very much one for the gun nerds, because they're going to appreciate all these little customization things. Oh, I could put this stock that I have in my real life SIG gun or whatever, I guess, right? Like, I guess. I don't even know, like, if that would be true or not, but, like, I imagine you would care more than. I can't. I mean, it's just little 2-round bursts and they're dead. Right? 1 VATS burst. I mean, that's probably even excessive for the amount of rounds you actually need to put in somebody. And it's functioning in third person. The reload still looks nice. All these animations hold up. Blew that gun into pieces. Pour a rad roach on the wall. Put a whole burst into it, which is highly unnecessary. The VATS accuracy is extremely good, right? Because we have a very highly accurate gun, very high rate of fire. It's feeling nice to use. Like I said, it is a good gun. There's nothing wrong with this gun. It's got a very cool look to it. Looks very modern in its assault rifleness, I guess. Right? Like, and it functions well. It does. And the high rate of fire, the high quality animations, very high texture quality and model detail. That thing's just spitting out bullets. And hip fire, there's like barely any recoil, right? Like, it just feels like way more when you're aiming down the sight. That thing just kicks up. It just is up there. You can't make a bigger mag than 30, and you have all those extra mags, and you have that blackout ammunition and stuff. It's extra too. It'd be cool if you could craft the blackout rounds. That'd be nifty. It'd make it a lot simpler to, you know, recommend that kind of receiver and stuff. But even at 5.56 level, without any damage modifiers increasing it, it still looks nice, feels nice. It is a good gun. Just got a lot of extra shit in there that I just don't personally care for. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Is this like, are you one of those gun nerds that this is like your wet dream? You're like, oh my god, dude, look at all the fucking real gun attachments. I fucking have that sight on my fucking whatever. Look, they have it in the game now. I could use the same stuff, right? Like, if is that something you're into or not, right? Like, is it a lot to you? Is it a cool gun? Do you have attachment to this gun? Did you play the recent Call of Duty Modern Warfare games where you think of this gun as the M13 like I do? Because that's what I think of it as. But you have to admit, at least the texture quality and the animation quality on this gun is really good. And if you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, this is still highly recommended for me. It's a very, you know, like right in that 100 megabyte, do everything you wanted to do assault rifle. And obviously they're still working on semi-auto fire if you care about that kind of thing. But I think even a full auto, you just, you know, trigger discipline that shit, and then you could fire it semi-auto. Doing just fine. The animations are very good though. Some of the best I've seen. You know, You guys should check out this mod for yourselves. Make sure to check out this mod for yourselves by checking out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page. You can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.